Hello and welcome to another vlog. This vlog is a lot shorter than usual. I didn't have as many clips. I've been really trying to allow myself to just be present and live and kind of get through some of these really intense feelings and burnout that I'm feeling. I think that the new year will be a really excellent time to start vlogs back as normal, but yeah, this week's was a little bit shorter and not as many clips. I've had a lot more reschedules and cancellations, so there wasn't as much tattooing to show off, honestly. Good morning. I'm so excited today. I'm just gonna go into work and work on my Friday the 13th flash sheet for tomorrow. The shop that I'm working at is doing a flash event tomorrow all day. I need to actually get my designs done and stuff. I posted on Instagram and asked for suggestions and y'all did not disappoint. I got so many good suggestions, so I just gotta sit down and actually draw out this shit today. That is all I have on my plate. Or my bowl, I guess. I'm sort of trying to separate a little bit like my home life and my work life. Sometimes it gets a little weird when I am physically capable of doing work anywhere at any time. Kind of gets me into a weird headspace. Sometimes when I'm chilling at home after work, I don't really feel like it's the time to be calm and to just enjoy myself. You know, if I'm here alone especially, my brain's like, oh, fill that alone void with fucking work. Like, answer some emails, drawing for an appointment. Like, I don't think that I want that at the end of the day. I just want to like relax and be myself. I'm trying to include more activities into my evening, so I'm not just sitting at home having to wrestle with this like decision every night. Like, do I sit here and do work and distract myself, or... I'm an independent artist. I make my own schedule. Sometimes I get really in the comfortability and like the habit of just working and then just bouncing as soon as I'm done with work. Recently, I've been trying to actually come into the studio more and, just like I was saying earlier, kind of separate work and home life and have all the really good time to work happen here and then have home for the things that just kind of bring me joy and for that to be a place where I can relax. Right now I'm going to sit. I think I'm gonna throw some like fucking jams on the TV, listen to some music, and finish up these drawings for tomorrow. That's all I'm doing right now. Just getting really fucking cozy. It's wintry as fuck outside. I just drank like my weight in coffee. I'm just gonna sit here and have a good time. This was me chilling, drawing for my flash sheet. I ended up doing a lot of really funny shit, and I ended up drawing a trout law. It was really cute, and I had to whip out a picture of a fish. I don't know what they look like off the top of my head. And this was me drawing Krampus. Very chill little sheet. Still at the studio. I just got like a bunch of little drawings done and shit. I'm really excited about this little Christmas tree. I am starting to feel a little bit tired and a little bit burnt out. So when I feel like this, a lot of times I like to sit and do something called a non-sleep deep rest, which is like a guided meditation almost. I'm just gonna lay on this couch for 10 minutes and let this video play by Andrew Huberman. I just really like the visualization of like imagining yourself outside your body and just kind of like chilling and letting your brain catch up with how you want the day to go, you know? So I'm feeling weird, feeling tired. I'm gonna take a second here to just let myself do absolutely nothing for 10 minutes before I get into the rest of today. I've been really tired at work lately, and because I have bills to pay and appointments to keep, there's not really much I can do about it right this second, except try and give myself so much rest when I can. It's so important to just let your brain process and just exist as it is. Sometimes I get so caught up in work, it's hard to remember to do that. So just little bits, like 10 minutes at a time, is awesome. This day was Friday the 13th, so I actually got to tattoo the flash. Started with this heel. Wild. Dude said he literally couldn't feel it.
what in the world? I got to do this trout law. There's a couple repeats that got to do this sword a couple times in different styles. I did this cloud and just lines for this client. Got to do this cute fairy. This was like a vampire stake and like a prayer bead situation. I got inspired for that by Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And that was the last one of the day, the little sword.
Hello. Oh,
Flash days are definitely one of my favorite parts of my job. Getting to see people for like less expensive tattoos is really nice. Sometimes I don't get to see those people all the time.
Good morning! It is the morning after the Friday the 13th Flash event that happened at Mendy and Marked last night. So I was there pretty freaking late. Had such a good time. Those Flash days are always so surprisingly filling for my cup, my like spirit, my soul. And I get to see a bunch of people that I only really get to see when I do like a deal. And like, it's just some of the most meaningful interactions that I am able to have doing this. Like, I'm so grateful for every single little human being who comes in my chair and is wacky enough to let me tattoo something like that on them. I am just drinking my coffee. I'm about to get on here and answer some emails, do a little bit of scheduling and shit. I think I want to get dressed really fast. I'm about to make some breakfast too. So excited.
I've been warned about slow season in the past being the wintertime for tattoo artists. I've not really ever had this kind of weird stuff happen in the winter. Like, I've just had a lot more cancellations and reschedules than I'm used to, and when I talk to my other artist friends, we're all kind of experiencing this right now. It's totally fine and it'll work out, but I have been really consumed with just trying to book as many things as possible in days that I'm not used to booking. Like, I'm usually off Sundays and Mondays, but because I got a lot of cancellations and reschedules during the week, I had to open up my weekend days, and I've just been tattooing like smaller walk-in stuff a lot. This day, I'd actually had 2 appointments scheduled, and I got no call, no showed for the second one. I ended up getting a walk-in, which was really cute. So they wanted their daughter's name on their wrist, and they had their daughter actually write it out in permanent marker, which was so sweet. And then we did like matching tattoos as well. I'm beyond grateful that this job really does have some leeway if you're driven enough and you can get some of these walk-ins and stuff. Like, I'm glad that I could work in the weekend and make up for this. Very grateful, but a little stressed on time, I can't lie.
Today turned out very different than I was expecting originally, but it turned out really nice. This job is so wild. I had another tattoo appointment and I actually got no call, no show today, which is always a bummer, but luckily there was a walk-in. I got to do 3 really cute little tattoos, 2 of which were matching for a husband and wife, and the other one was actually on the wrist. They had the kid write in permanent marker on the wrist, and then I just tattooed over it. I think that's so fun. Every time I get to do like a kid's drawing or like someone's handwriting on skin, I feel like that has a lot of meaning a lot of the time. Like, that's such a cool, fun way to end my day. I just didn't even know if I was gonna make any money or like tattoo today, but I was already set up and everything, so it worked out perfectly. That was like a really weird coincidence. I appreciate it greatly. Made my whole day, honestly. I have a little bit of time here at the end of the day I'd like to dedicate to little businessy things. So I have a free sticker pile. I need to cut out some stickers for that. And I've been trying to make some stencils of some old Flash pieces, like just a little bit every single day. Right now, a lot of my available Flash is inside of this big binder. And I like having them in here, like so that people can flip through them, but I'd really like to have not only these like full color versions, but also just stencil versions of all these pieces so that when people are in here and they're picking from my flash, they can pick any variety of, like, you know, they could get like just line work, they could get a little bit of shading, they could get a little bit of color. I want to be able to really customize my flash to suit different people's needs and stuff.
Yeah, so this week was a little bit tired and not as tattoo heavy as some other weeks, that's for sure. But I know that once I get back into the new year, my schedule is pretty packed. I feel really confident that things are gonna pick up in a way that I'm used to. It's all just balance, and there will be a moment here soon where I'm flourishing like I was. And this is just a really good reminder to breathe and stay patient. And thank you, Lewis, for grabbing this walk-in on Sunday.
Thank you so much for watching, especially if you got this far. If you liked any of the tattoos that you saw in this video, I post all of those and more to my Instagram account at 3 eggs in a trench coat. I'm also on TikTok at myaspeartattoos. You can email me about anything tattoo related or otherwise at myaspeartattoos@gmail.com. It's such a weird and beautiful time of the year, so I hope that you're well, hope you're enjoying the holidays if you celebrate, and I will see you next time